talk to you all about a limited liability company. How many people in here are thinking about starting their own companies in the future, anytime? Okay, how many people know anything about a limited liability company? Some, a little bit. Okay, well tonight what I'm going to talk to you about is what is a limited liability company, the advantages, the disadvantages, and the process and costs. So basically what a limited liability company is, it's a hybrid between a partnership and a corporation. It gives you the tax advantage of a corporation and the flexibility of a partnership. Basically, it's been around for about 15 years, accepted by, it's been since...
you can look at your notes. Okay. Pause and look at your notes if you need to.
All right. I'm getting very nervous.
Doing fine.
All right. Since about 1996 is when all of the United States has accepted a limited liability company. So it's still kind of a new type of company. So many people don't really understand what it is. You see it on the end of companies, LLC, everywhere, but you really don't know what is it, what type of companies use it, and why. As far as the advantages, when I say limited liability, it means basically if you had a company, say a catering company, and for some reason you had a partnership, which means you just decide to get with a partner and have a company, and you go into catering, and people get food poisoning from the event that you catered. People can sue you, they can take your house, because you have all the liabilities on you. If you have a limited liability company, you are not liable. They can sue the company, but they cannot take your house. They can take the company's assets, but they can't take your personal assets. That is the number one advantage with that. The number two advantage is flexible profit distribution. Limited liabilities companies can select various forms of distribution of profits. Basically, when I say that, it means basically partners can have 25% to one partner, 75% to another partner, whereas if you have a regular partnership, it's usually 50-50 assumed. Also, another thing is you don't have as many strict rules as a corporation. Usually in corporations, you have to take minutes and things like that. In LLCs, you have no rules as far as that. And then the final advantage, and the most important one, is the flow-through taxes. Basically, the company's taxes will flow through to your personal taxes, whereas corporations, you're kind of double taxed. You get taxed on your earnings with the company, and then when you get paid, you get taxed again. But with LLCs, it goes right through to your personal taxes. The two disadvantages is there's limited life. Basically, if someone dies, a partner dies, the LLC goes away. If the LLC goes bankrupt, it goes away. You have to start a new one. The second disadvantage is going public. It's not really a big disadvantage, but it's something to consider. If you're considering going public, then you might want to think of a corporation, just because there's more laws involved. It's been around longer, so there's more likely to get investors, more likely to go public. But you can always, it's not really a major disadvantage, because you can always change from an LLC to a corporation tax-free at any time. As far as the process, it's very simple. You basically just go to the courthouse or wherever, the agency downtown, and you can file something called the Articles of Organization. It's just a form that you have to fill out, a bunch of check marks. Usually you can do it yourself. Also, you can create an operating agreement, which basically outlines the rules of the corporation, of the limited liability company. That's not necessary. As far as the cost, it's basically minimal. The Articles of Organization, which is what you have to fill out, are usually ranging from state to state from $50 to $200. So that's all you need. If you want a lawyer involved, usually they'll cost you about $500 to help you fill that form out. If you decide that you want a lawyer to help you with your operating agreement, sometimes that can get you to about like $1,000 or so, but you don't really need a lawyer. And basically that's everything about an LLC. So if you're interested in starting one, I think it would be a great idea.
Okay.